to me. This could get interesting. Oh, you get money, well, how are you spending it? Is it your passion or is it about Benjamins? Is it about cash or the fact that you didn't quit? Talk to me, let's sip some wine. Discussion about future, the past and the grind. What's an excuse when it's last on your mind? I love what you do, may I ask for your time? Talk to me.
Welcome to the Talk to Me podcast. It's a podcast that provides viewers with the latest news on controversial topics, gender war questions, and a multitude of hypotheticals. I'm your host, Don Worm, sitting here with my co-host, Mercina, my guy, Vince, and Michelle. How y'all doing? Welcome back, Michelle.
Thanks.
And welcome, Vince. How you doing over there, Michelle? Over there, would you say Dallas?
Yeah, I'm in Dallas this week. You know me, I be city hopping. So we are in Dallas, going out, waiting for y'all to come through so I can show you how Dallas is, because I know y'all would like it.
For sure. Wherever the turn up at, I'm there.
Yeah, we need to make it out there ASAP.
Y'all need to make it out here ASAP. Yeah.
Is it better than Houston though?
So I feel like Houston is like
Ain't no way.
a little ratchet, and then Dallas is like sexy excellence.
So it's like bougie.
Sexy.
It's bougie.
It's like bougie Houston. It's bougie Houston for sure.
I'll take ratchet.
I don't know. Bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Mercina, you were just here. Tell me they wouldn't like it.
They would love it, actually.
I probably would like it. Yeah.
All right, you like it.
Dom, you know you're a little bougie, man. Come on.
No, I am bougie, but like when it comes to partying, I'm fucking with the ratchet.
They got a little bit of everything.
Everything else bougie.
My God.
It's like a good mix.
Partying, we ratchet. Fuck. What's good, Vince? How you doing over there, man?
You already know, man. Chill. Same old, man.
What about you, Mercina? Came from the gym.
I know, getting these gains, a little bit at a time. Yeah, I've been MIA just a little bit. I'm still here with my mom. She's like house hunting. And then I just fostered. What?
Say you hype as shit over there.
Yeah, no, it's been good. And then I have I fostered a kitten. I got him at 10 days old. So if he cries, I have to go get him. But it's been good. Been enjoying the sunny weather. While I heard up in DC, Nova, it's still fucking 30s and 40s.
Yeah,
So,
I saw
They
that.
played us.
I cringed. It was 91 yesterday here.
We had a week of
It was
70.
hot as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything has been good, smooth. Yeah, lost my train of thought, but
smooth as a rock.
yeah, nothing really to share. But I know the biggest topic that everyone is talking about, the internet's talking about, you can't even like turn another page without looking at a Will Smith meme from what happened at the Oscars when Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. So
The hot hand.
Ooh.
like the first time I saw it, I was watching Bridgerton, that Netflix show, the English show.
Mm-hmm.
And someone DM'd it to me like in our group chat. And I was like, this can't be real. And so
I thought
as soon as I hit Twitter, it hit YouTube, it hit everything. It was ridiculous. What was
like
your guys? What was everyone's initial thought? Like real, fake, why? What was everyone's initial thought, Michelle?
When I first saw it, I immediately thought it was a joke until he came back down from the stage and then he was like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. I was like, oh, that part I knew. I was like, okay, this is not a joke. But at first I thought it was scripted or something like that because I was so taken back. That is not something that Will Smith would typically do. So I thought it was a joke until he sat back down and started yelling. I was like, okay. And you could tell that Jada was so uncomfortable when he initially said, when he said the joke and the camera went to her, you could see her face. She was so uncomfortable. So I was like, oh yeah, that's not a joke.
Yeah.
But hold on, I will say I didn't get the joke at all first.
I had to look it up too.
I had to look it up because I was like G.I. Jane. I was like,
I was like, does she have a new movie out? Why is like, what is happening? But then, once they were talking about her autoimmune disease, alopecia and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay. So it was a distasteful joke, but did Chris Rock know? Probably not. I don't know. There's a lot of factors that go into who's right and who's wrong. So Dom, which side you picking?
Nah, it's too early. We gotta. All right. I want to ask y'all this, and then because I think it's deeper than which side. As a lady, if you put yourself in Jada Pinkett's shoes, would you? Because I've seen a lot of girls say, "I want a man that's gonna stand up for me, like Will Smith did." Yeah, hit him. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So as a woman, you in Jada Pinkett's shoes, you a celebrity. You are Jada Pinkett. Would you have wanted Will Smith to slap?
No.
I don't know.
No.
I think it depends on how the person feels about the situation. So let me just preface with that. I think a woman's hair is a part of her identity, right? It's a big part of a woman, right? And the fact that she's going through this situation, right? She's got this disease, alopecia. It's a big part of her. And she talks about it openly on Red Table Talk, on Instagram, on all her platforms. She talks about how when she found and figured out that she got alopecia, how devastating it was for her and how, she had to get used to it. And she did all these tests to figure out what the root cause was, and whatever the case is, she decided to go bald. And so the fact that I'm sure they've had pillow talk about how it makes her feel, and especially being in the public eye, a lot of people have their own judgments, right? And people are going to talk shit no matter what you do. And so the fact that he was sticking up for her, I don't know. I'm not mad at that. And if my man stuck up for me like that, I would be okay with it.
But
he was just protecting his wife.
To counteract that, but there's a time and place, and the Oscars in front of live television, in front of the whole world, was not the time and place at all.
It wasn't. He shouldn't have had the joke. I feel like the jokes, they talk about them prior to actually, being filmed at the Oscars. And that might've been one of them that he could have been like, you know what, let's pass on that. Let's do something else. I don't think that just came out of thin air. I'm pretty sure they discussed it prior to.
So supposedly I seen, everyone's all these fucking rumors. Supposedly they saying that specific joke was not vetted by the Oscars.
Exactly. He should.
So.
He shouldn't have said it.
The same comment. Yeah, I think that came
but
out.
He didn't know, though, man.
How you don't know? It's all over.
I didn't know.
Everywhere.
If I'm a millionaire, I'm not worried about fucking Jada Pinkett. Fuck her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not worried about her. Think about it. I wouldn't be worried about her. Put it like that. Sorry, that sounds distasteful, but that's not the first thing that's on my mind. Oh, I wonder how Will Smith and Jada Pinkett's doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he knew.
Let's take a step back about being a comedian.
I'm not cursing at you, by the way. This is about to get bad, this whole episode. I'm just letting you know. We keep going.
So let's take a step back about, yes, the joke was distasteful, but everybody knows Chris Rock is a comedian. He's like Dave Chappelle. He's a comedian, and so is Will Smith, is he not? So are there boundaries? Because back in the 90s, early 2000s, no one would give a shit.
Facts. And even 2010s.
But it's a different time though, completely. You know what I'm saying? It's completely a different time.
But again, to the question, are there boundaries as a comedian? Because as much as people know, there are no boundaries in comedy.
But for real, let's be honest.
Unfortunately,
the only boundaries that we've had in the 2020s and the 2010s is about the LGBTQ community and racism. He didn't touch either of those. That's one. And then two, whole time this bald hairstyle is starting to be somewhat of a trend. So is it wrong for me to assume that he didn't know that she had alopecia? However you say that shit.
God damn, bro.
Go somewhere with that.
I don't know how to say that shit. I'm sorry for those who have that disease. How you say it again?
Alopecia.
You know what I'm saying? He might have didn't know. All right, let me hear what Vince got to say, and then we'll get
it's pretty simple, man. You got a man and his wife sitting right in front of you, and you choose to disrespect them on national television. That's dangerous, bro. I was raised in a certain way where, like, I couldn't disrespect my mom.
Yeah.
Nobody outside of my house is going to do it. You know what I mean? So that's a risk you taking as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look that man in his face and you talking shit about his wife? Nah, he deserved that joint. He could have got punched for real, like in my mind, because like,
okay, so on that,
that's high level disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Like, I don't know. That's just how I see it.
I didn't
And
think it was
alopecia
high
is a
level
disease.
though.
I don't
It's a
think it was that
disease.
bad.
It is.
If you take
It
out
is.
the
It's a
disease,
disease.
Okay, wait.
if you take out the disease, it ain't that bad. That was a good joke.
Michelle said this earlier, right? You don't know what type of conversations they had about her public image, the pillow talk. That shit happened in a fraction of a second.
Yeah.
And you look over to your left and your wife is visibly distressed and like hurt. As a man, as a protector, you're married to that woman. You know what I'm saying? He had to make a choice. And that's like some high intensity emotion stuff. Everybody want to talk about composure and holding it together. This is not the right moment. Bro, he's a human. He's a grown ass man, bro. Like, and at times your emotions get the best of you. And they did. Like, everyone said it's staged. And I could see why you would say that. They're both actors. You know what I'm saying? It makes a lot of sense. But if you put yourself in the shoes of a husband, you know what I'm saying? How long have they been married? 10, 15, 20 years? You know what I'm saying?
I say 20.
So it's like
20 years,
plus.
yeah.
And like marriage is not an easy thing to stomach. You know what I'm saying? Your relationship is out in the public. You know what I mean? Nah. The disrespect shit, can't let it fly, bro. So I get it.
To interject with Vince is that I saw something where Will Smith just came out with a book, right? And in the book, he talks about how growing up, he felt like a coward because he constantly witnessed his mom being beat by his dad and he couldn't do anything but sit and watch.
Yes.
So
that played a role in it.
Right.
Yeah, like sure.
There's a lot of factors that go into this, but for him to stand up for his wife and do what he did, again, like good for him, but also for me, like me personally, if that was me, yes, he said a distasteful joke, but I would have, a woman, just as a man protects his wife, a wife is supposed to protect her man and keep him grounded and not embarrass him. So I would have grabbed his hand, be like, don't do that. We can talk after the show or behind the stage or backstage, whatever. And then they would have apologized via Instagram like they did,
I would say, where was that mentality when she like was publicly embarrassing him, you know what I'm saying, on Red Table? This man's crying in front of the nation. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I
can't even say he's low key
issue
like whacking bed.
Is so layered. Yeah, I mean, she's emasculated a man who obviously has struggled with masculinity, issues or whatever the fact. And then you got the whole world talking about you again. People like to dehumanize celebrities and be like, oh, they gotta be this way. They gotta be this way. But it's just like nobody has this ultimate composure. And it's unrealistic to expect people to continue to be the butt of everyone's joke and not react. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you know what I mean? I don't care how much money you got, how famous you are, how attractive people think you are, how many good things people say about you. The negative is always louder. You know what I'm saying? And at a certain point, every man has a break. And we don't understand what their relationship is like. So it's just like for everyone to assume that, oh, nah, Will's a bitch or this, that, and the third. Like Chris Rock acutely is aware of that for sure. Because everybody knows this man been getting joked on for the last 18 months. So I don't know, bro. Like I get it. I'm not saying it's right. Like that was some weak shit for sure. Like you could tell he's battling that internally. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because kind of, again, his wife should have protected him, but she also shouldn't have been embarrassing him for the last 18 months. That's where you protect him, not in the moment, because now you put him at a crossroad. You got to make a choice. And he don't want to seem weak to his wife. He obviously loves her. He'll do anything for her. He just embarrassed himself on the biggest night of his life for her. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
That's my thing with Jada. I think, and not like after things that I've been read and stuff, she's just been manipulating him, and he's become like the biggest simp, right? So it's like he's trying to, like, even him slapping Chris Rock makes him a bigger
look
simp.
Like a yes.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, I mean, she had these entanglements with I forgot his name.
Don't get it twisted.
But they agreed upon that though. I was about to say they agreed upon that. That's that Hollywood shit. You know what I mean? Like they all do that shit. They all swingers.
Yeah, but I mean, for her to just like, it's funny because I want to know what happened before he walked up and hit him because the camera cut to Chris
Yes,
Rock.
that's what I want.
He
wanna
was
know.
laughing.
That's all.
He was
no,
laughing.
He was laughing.
I think
He was laughing,
realized,
bro.
It was
I
a
think
chuckle?
he realized.
He looked
I
at
want to know
her.
what happened after the chuckle. And Jada made that face. I want to see what happened then. I need 3 seconds to
Yo,
see.
they cut
that
for a
three-
reason.
I know.
They didn't
I
show
feel
that.
like she.
Like,
I
did
feel
she
like she
say,
told
"Are
him
you
it's a ball
serious?" Or
joke.
like, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like she might have whispered to him like it's a ball joke because I didn't pick it up either because he was laughing. I think she might have said like
Nah.
it's a ball joke or
You
something,
could
and then he was like,
tell-
"Oh shit!" I don't know. He was chuckling. He was chuckling.
I
at
think
first.
you could tell. It was two different faces. Like there was one still where he was
Mhm.
clearly laughing after the joke hit, and that was when her face like turned. And I just imagine him looking over at her and seeing the reaction. And you already know the sharp look of, you know, you seen your mom do it, your grandma, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
That-
shit is real.
that
You know
hit
what
a
I'm saying? And you're like,
fucking
and
trickle.
bro, and that joint,
Not
and
a
that
trickle,
joint
but a
will like,
nerve.
bro, yeah, it'll
Hit
like,
a nerve.
it puts pressure on your chest almost. It's
Yeah.
like, oh shit. You know what I'm
Like, he
saying?
had
And in
to-
that moment, like I
Mhm.
said, bro, he reacted like this. You know what I'm saying? So like to be put under that pressure, and it's so much going on. You know, you got flashbacks of these conversations y'all had together. You know what I'm saying? I don't fault him for that. It's a moment of weakness for real. Like
All right.
it is what it is.
Okay, I'm glad you say that. Okay. What was you about to say, Messina? Then
No, I was just gonna say I think Jada has put so much shit in his head that
Yes.
he is
Yeah.
enabled
put a
like
battery in his back, kinda, to a sense.
Definitely.
Like
For
he
sure.
had to do that. Like if he
She
was to do it
failed
again,
that
I think
man.
he would do it again. Even though I think it was a dumb decision, but I'll
For
speak
sure.
on that after.
and
So
the
what
fact
y'all
that
think
he didn't-
about
Okay.
the apologies?
No.
Yeah,
Okay, no. I
apologies.
gotta get my shit off.
That's PR shit.
So, because
Yeah.
he should have done better on the fucking apology. He called him Chris, like nigga, address me correctly. Anyways, so for one, I think you've already said like what I said, Mercina, as far as the he felt his whole life he felt like a coward for not stepping up for him. I think but when people say like my man, I want my man to do yada yada yada, do people not understand how big of how important the Oscar is? Like as far as that moment in his life, like for instance, like when I seen Samuel L. Jackson, not saying he's the best actor ever, but he's been acting for 30 years, and this is the first year he got it. This is Will's first year he got an Oscar of the best actor of the world. There's thousands of actors, and they picked him to do it. So this is one of the most, because I'm not gonna tell him it's his most important day of his life or whatever, but it is one of the most. So this is a big stage we're on, right? So take that out of the picture. I don't agree with what Will Smith done for many reasons. I think as a man, you can handle that definitely a lot better, but who am I to tell him how to act when it's emotions involved and it's a split second? I think he should have talked to Chris after the event, maybe at the party or something like that. Or if he would have said something a little bit more crazier, but then again, my wife has a disease and he doesn't know. It's so many gray areas, but
I don't even think it was about the joke for real. Cause like the joke wasn't that bad to me, right?
It's
just about the disrespect, right?
Yeah.
Because and I think this also, that was a message. Cause it could have been a punch, right? I said that earlier.
Yes.
It could have been a punch. It could have been multiple, right? It was an open-handed slap.
Yeah.
What does that
another
mean?
grown-ass man comes and slaps you in your face. That's like almost spitting on somebody.
Yeah.
It's like a disrespectful
it's worse than a
thing.
punch.
And I think
because it's a bitch
and I
slap.
think that it was like, and it was like a personification of like, yo, the whole world is literally shitting on this man, calling him a cuck, talking shit about his wife, whoop, whoop, whoop. And he just happened to be the latest one to add on to it, but he's accessible. That's a slap to the world, bro. That wasn't slapping Chris Rock. That was the world. And the disrespect, bro, that was just an expression of emotion. That's all that was. It wasn't about the joke. Because again,
if Chris Rock was bigger, he wouldn't have done that.
Wow. True that too.
Would you say
He might
that?
be overcompensating.
Perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I think
like, let's think about
he's
it.
overcompensating for
Will
all
Smith?
the other
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
Will Smith is like Taiki size, and Chris Rock is like my size. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a huge weight difference.
Weight difference, yeah.
It's massive, and I think for him to do it on that stage, most likely Chris Rock's not going to do anything. Like I think that's weak. Like I think as a man, you should have really stepped on so y'all can really fight. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just didn't agree with the whole thing. But like I said, I can't who am I to say how you should react to something? But what was the question you said, Michelle? How did we feel about the apology?
Yeah, how'd y'all feel about the apology? Because Will's team issued an apology, right?
Oh, you saying Will didn't do that?
No, that's what he's got lawyers and a whole PR team.
Yeah, bro, that's just that Hollywood shit, bro. None of them really apologize.
Yeah,
unless they do one of them fake ass, FaceTime videos like Travis Scott did.
No, the only time it would have been him is when he actually accepted his award and apologized to the Academy and to his family and everything, but he didn't apologize to Chris Rock. That's what
he probably wasn't sorry.
He don't have no.
Yeah. At that point, this just happened.
Sorry.
I think he probably still ain't.
That's what I'm saying. If he didn't say it that night when he accepted his award and he said sorry to everybody but him, what makes you think the very next day he's like, oh, let me type it out on Instagram that I apologize? It wasn't him.
Y'all think Chris Rock owes Will Smith an apology?
No.
Or Jada Pinkett Smith an apology? You don't think so?
Yes, on the fact that he didn't know. I would say yes. I would apologize to Jada Pinkett, not Will Smith. Fuck him. I would be pissed like that.
Yeah, same.
Personally.
You're assuming that he didn't know.
Yeah.
And if he did know?
$500 million.
Oh my
God.
You see he restrained himself from cracking another joke though. Because he was like, I could. He was like, I could, and he was like, never mind. I'm like, oh, them jokes would have went crazy.
Really
I know they would have. I would have been weak. Yo,
could you imagine if Chris Rock just kept going?
Bro, that shit would have got crazy.
Then
my question is, where was security?
That shit would have got crazy.
But
where was security?
This though,
when he was
I don't think anyone knew what was.
Why would you have security? Because that never happened before. Everyone's in that building. Majority of the people in that building are all millionaire celebrities. You would never imagine. That's why Chris Rock was so shook. You would never imagine that would happen. That's never happened. I
bet you they about to have security moving forward.
Yeah. And okay, so I got two questions.
Blocked off.
Should Will Smith still keep his Oscar, or should they take it?
I don't think the Oscar has anything to do with that behavior. I think he earned the Oscar through his work, right? Through his acting, through everything that went into that. This situation shouldn't have any bearing on him earning that Oscar.
Here's my rebuttal. I 100% agree with you. But think about this. As a business, right? You hired Chris Rock as a contractor. So for that night, he works for you. So if someone smacks your employee, tarnishes the whole night of your event that you worked so hard for, and all everyone's talking about is that event, or because I was gonna say little activity, I was gonna sound like Fox News, but that happens. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you be pissed as an owner if you was the owner of like the Oscar? I'd be sick.
Nah, the Oscars don't have a leg to stand on when it comes to like morality. They give awards to pedophiles and rapists, literally charged. Roman Polanski, you know what I'm saying? Even I think the dude's name is Ricky Gervais or whatever. He did like a 8-minute bit on him and literally was calling out. He's like, yeah, y'all are all friends with Jeffrey Epstein and shit. So like when it comes to trying to be the morality police, they don't really have a right. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta let that shit go. So. Yeah. I mean they've given multiple awards to Clint Eastwood, who is like a known racist, bro. Like miss me with all that, strip this man of his award shit for real.
Yeah. I don't think they should take it, but I was
hell no. You see there's a certain demographic of people who like to be holier than thou, I like to call it. Try to act like, that they have a flawless track record and they can judge other people. You know what I mean? And it's a tired narrative for real, in my opinion.
What did Diddy say?
Who?
Does anyone know what Diddy said? P. Diddy.
Oh,
about this situation?
Yeah, he was just talking about, I know something about slapping people. Yeah. I don't know what he was on.
But he said they worked it out. And so supposedly somebody reached out to Chris and asked, was what Diddy said was valid? And he said, hell no, we didn't work out. Supposedly Chris Rock, after it happened, he immediately went backstage and left. You never see him. What y'all think about Will Smith going to party after a whole event, basically acting like it ain't nothing?
Best night of his life. He should enjoy himself. For real. I mean, it's over, dog. Like, he made a choice. It's over. Like, what he's supposed to go home and cry or some shit? Like,
Vince is like, it's very simple. He reacted, he didn't move on.
And it's over. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, you know, because they're celebrities, everyone likes to put this shit under a microscope. Like, I'm interested in this shit for the memes, for real. Like, it was hilarious. They got some. There's a funny ass song out. Yeah, memes. That song is hilarious. Yo,
that song is so funny. Have y'all heard it?
Yes, bro.
Is it a Fresh Prince song?
Nah, there's a couple. That's how you know this shit is going crazy.
There's like a Jersey Mix song. There's a few.
Yeah. Oh my god, someone remixed when he was a genie in Aladdin. The genie song he remixed with "Keep Your Name," keep my wife's name out of your mouth. It was so funny. But I will say, if he wasn't at the party, the after party, I think it would have gotten more attention than if he was there. Like, oh, he's still mad, he's not there at the after party. Plus, he's the winner. Like, he won, so of course would be there. But as much as it is embarrassing for Chris Rock to be slapped on national stage, I think it's equally as embarrassing to Will Smith. Like, once Will Smith did it and then was like, oh shit, both should be embarrassed.
I don't know about equally, but I get what you're saying. You guys,
what's actually really sad,
hard as shit in front of everyone.
But he took it.
Nothing. All what you say is that was so professional of him. You got smacked hard as fuck, and all you could do is laugh and say,
than me.
"I'm about to introduce the next documentary." I mean, Oscar. Like, he was shook. Like, that is sick.
I mean, what are you supposed to do? You got to keep going at that point. You can't just be like,
He done great. He done great. But what's worse, like getting slapped or falling on stage on the Oscars? Like, I think it's like to that point.
For sure. Nah, way worse. What, bro? So
it don't get no worse than that, right?
Bro, Will followed through with that joint. Did you see the follow through, my nigga? That shit was crazy, bro. I would be sick, dog. I don't know how he held it together.
I wouldn't have been able to go to sleep. Nah, I would have to get it back in blood. I don't care if I lose the will. I'm gonna have to do something, nigga. Oh my God. Like, I'm showing up to his crib. I don't know, bro. I gotta do something.
I don't know. Chris Rock ain't like that, bro.
Supposedly he broke his arm or something. This could be a rumor. Supposedly he broke his arm a few months prior to this. But I gotta do some research on it. Yeah. They said he was in a sling a couple of weeks before the Oscars.
Shit, one of them hands worked. You know what I'm saying?
They should have a slapping competition. Have you heard those? Where it's just like,
yeah.
Nah, I heard. Hey, Jake Paul said he got 15 M's for both of them. We throw Pete Davidson and Kanye on the main card, and motherfucking Will Smith and Chris Rock on the undercard.
You had your shot.
Hey, look, let's get it in. Hey, look, you know how that joint do numbers. I don't care what nobody.
He was in a sling in February 10th.
Okay, so what's that? Oh yeah, like a month and a half ago, 6 weeks.
Man, that's a lot.
Well, how long do you guys think this is going to be talked about?
Oh, a week.
It's gonna be a meme. Well, now the memes are gonna be around for a minute because like the Crying Will meme is still going around. So like
he's about to be in all types of songs.
That slap. Yeah. Oh yeah, that slap is gonna be around for a couple of years. Yeah. But as far as like, I don't know why people are trying to make this like a. I mean, even though we're sitting here talking about it right now, like people trying to really like dive into this and make this like a an A versus B type of thing. I'm like, bro, it's not even that complicated. It's some messy ass shit that should have been kept behind closed doors, but that's why I don't believe you should talk about your relationship. Yeah, that's a different story. Yeah, I mean, celebrities get in fights all the time, but that's why, in my opinion, you got to keep your personal business behind closed doors because, like, this is just a build-up, in my opinion, of a lot of other things. Like I said, the joke wasn't even that bad, bro. It wasn't about.
I think it was low-key a compliment.
It was a disrespect thing.
Low key.
Everyone thinks that she still looks good bald, for real, but
she looks great.
Like I said,
Well, the thing is, G.I. Jane,
agree.
She's like a powerful character.
She do look like G.I. Jane.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't lying.
Yeah, but you don't know how she feels about that role. Like, you don't know what's going on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
You don't know how she feels about it. She could be embarrassed a little bit.
Like I said, Chris Rock ain't though, man. But hey,
I don't know.
If you can throw it, you better be able to receive it.
I don't know.
Y'all think he knew? Y'all think he that heartless?
I don't follow
I'm pretty sure
Will Smith or
knew.
Jada Pinkett Smith at all, and I knew about it. So I don't know, bro.
I don't know if he
aren't
knew.
they all friends, quote unquote? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They know each other.
Probably.
If y'all been,
I looked at their recent pictures. This shit was years ago. I think they had a few all the way back in 2016. That's where it stems from too, as well. Because you remember he got her out the way. You remember that joke?
Yeah, he said some shit on the.
He was like, Jada Pinkett is boycotting the Oscars. He was like, that's like me boycotting Rihanna's underwear.
Birth, I wasn't invited.
Yeah. That was a good joke. So I think I don't know.
That's not disrespectful though. That's not disrespectful.
If you take away, let me look that shit up.
alopecia.
If you take away the alopecia, that wasn't a crazy bad joke either.
But you can't take away the alopecia. It's there.
It was just bad timing. All right, Michelle, get your question.
My question? Okay. My question.
Yeah, bonus round.
Do men that females meet, right? Do these men genuinely want to be friends with these females who have boyfriends? So, Dom, you meet a girl. Okay, you're out and about doing whatever. You could be at a hookah bar. You could be out at a theme park. I don't know, wherever, doing your thing. You meet a girl. She tells you she has a boyfriend. You trying to still kick it with her after y'all had a good time or not? Let's be honest.
It depends on my intentions when I see her.
What does that mean?
Okay. So
I'm
gonna give you two scenarios.
If she wasn't a bad bitch, you probably wouldn't gone up to her in the first place.
Depends on the scenario.
Bingo.
I don't know. You're right.
Bingo.
But look, say if we in line and we chilling and we kicking, conversation, and I see a lot of interest. We're vibing pretty well, and I'm really not all that into her. I wouldn't mind being her friend. But like, say if I think my intentions was to hopefully take her out one day. She shoots me down and say I got a boyfriend. Not shoot me down. She has a boyfriend, and I still think she's cool. I wouldn't mind being a friend. I'm friends with the girl now that shot me down after I tried to go smack at her. There's a lot of girls out there. It ain't that serious. But my intentions is not like, oh my God, she looks good, I want to be her friend. But if it just naturally happens, it's whatever. I'll be a friend.
I always think that, but let's just be friends. Like, can we be friends though? Is always just an excuse to get closer to you.
Yeah, guys do that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't do that. Like, it ain't that serious.
Yeah, because
you can't have no friends.
You got high morals. Dom.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, let me be your friend, and hopefully, the hugs can turn into more. You know what I'm saying? Or the handshake can turn into more. That's just corny. That's just to be though. But sometimes it works for people. It don't work for me. But
yeah, it just
honestly,
depends on.
Not that I've tried.
I just think it depends
what do you
on
think,
your
Vince?
intentions. Like when you walk up on them for real, because I can speak for myself. When I walk up on somebody, I pretty much already know like if I'm interested in this person or not, or at least like wanting to know like what they're about. You know what I'm saying? If she looks good, you got to do the personality check first. You know what I'm saying? But like if she looks a certain way, I'm gonna be like, all right, that's somebody I would take out, right? If I know that my intentions were to like, take her out on a date or something like that, she tells me that she has a boyfriend, I'm a distance myself just because I know what my intentions are. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be her friend, but there's levels to it for sure.
But also in my example, I knew the girl before I went smack. If this is a girl that I've never met before,
that's what I'm saying.
Random,
context matters.
We're dubbing that. We're dubbing it just because like I was cool without you. I'm cool after I meet you type shit. I'm just gonna dub it and be like, nah, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
The perfect
scenarios.
Example.
There's been scenarios where I've like kind of just carried a conversation, just meeting somebody, and maybe like we got some mutual friends or something. We've been talking for like hour and a half, and I'm not pressed to find out if you got a boyfriend. Like immediately, like I can't have this conversation with you if you have a man. It's definitely not like that. But it's more so like if you meet somebody and they're cool, and you're like, damn, I could see myself like chilling with them at some point. And you find out then she has a boyfriend. It's like, all right, we could be friends because like you cool. You know what I'm saying? Like. But again, if there's just some random girl that I see and I'm attracted to, and I'm just like, I'm going out of my way to like pull up on her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, oh yeah, well, we can't just be friends. Like, nah, that's just
sneaky.
waiting in line shit. Yeah, that's that waiting in line shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if it's a random girl, I think, I'm not gonna speak for all guys, but we'll say majority of guys. If it's a random girl and after you tell them that you have a boyfriend and they still wanna talk to you and like possibly hang out with you, deep down inside, he like
they trying to keep it
trying to hit that thing. Because some girls,
for sure,
some human in general are not faithful. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? They still got a slight chance in their mind. Some people are that confident. I've had a dude tell me I can get any girl I want. I said, nigga. Anyways, what you about to say, Christine?
Oh no, I was just gonna say no. Vince is right. The places I've had where guys have came up to me and be like, "But we still be friends." It has been in a random guy, and then at the bar. So like, let's say I have a boyfriend and he's like at the bar trying to buy me a drink, and then say like, "Oh, you have a boyfriend, but we could be friends." That to me is like no, because I just met you, you know. But if it's like my friends that I meet here, like my girlfriends, and they have guy friends, and I meet them, and then we all hang out, like that's different. Now I'm friends. Now I'm cool with them, and it's not weird. So it depends on the place for me.
On top of that, sometimes guys be doing this shit. So say if you out with your boys, and that same exact scenario Marcina just said, right? So can we still be friends? They're gonna ask for your IG. And then get your IG. And low key, it's like a mind or a moral victory. Like, yeah, I got her IG, and your boys is watching, so they thinking like, oh, okay, he going crazy. He come back, he's like, yeah, I got her IG, nothing serious, and they'll lie and make themselves look cool. You know what I'm saying? Like people doing shit like that. So it could be a lot of things. It could be.
I have a perfect example that actually happened between Vince and I. So when I first met Vince was when y'all came to Houston.
Oh, really?
Right?
Oh, nice.
That was the first time I met Vince. And then, you know, we all hung out the few days that y'all were here, whatever, with Taiki and everyone else. And then y'all left, you went back home. One of our mutual friends, Bree, had a family event, right? So she invited Vince to come down to the family party, remember?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were coming. Right? I didn't know you were going to be there. So I pull up, I'm like, yo, Vince, I had no idea you're going to be here. How come you didn't tell me that you were here? You could have said something. We could have been hung out because you had come a few days earlier. You had gone, explored, did whatever you needed to do, right? I was like, how come you didn't tell me? Your exact response was, oh, you have a man. So I don't know if I can be hitting you up like that. I was like,
that's facts. That's facts.
It's a respect thing. You know
so you can't be friends? No,
nah,
that's the
thing.
Like, you don't want to be friends.
I let him talk. My fault.
You don't want to like, oh, you in my city, you can't hit me up. So this is a perfect example, right? You can be respectful and be like, hey, I'm in town. Like, let's link up. Like, it don't have to be us going to dinner together. But I'm not saying we have to do that. But like, you could have. No, you know, could have been like, hey,
so
I'm
Vince, what were
like,
your intentions?
We got 4 minutes.
Oh, here we
Vince,
go.
Please.
All right, nah.
Get her straight.
That was my first time. This is my first time meeting her, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, we talked or whatever, you know, on some very casual shit. But like, I don't know her that well, so it's just like, and I know you have a boyfriend. I'm the type of person to where if you got a situation, it's not appropriate for me to be reaching out to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel though, because like, I don't want random people reaching out to who I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's just like a preference thing. So I just extend courtesy to other people that I want back. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's boundaries in my mind.
No.
Okay. And
you can be friends with women. I'm friends with women for sure.
Yeah, he definitely is,
and
for sure.
And it was more so that I didn't know you before this.
Facts.
Like if we were friends, like Marcina example, I've known Marcina since college, right? Mm-hmm. And we don't talk all the time. We don't text or anything like that. But if we like had a similar scenario where me and you like you had a couple conversations, like good conversations, whatever, I was like, yo, like, you know, we can socially like keep in touch. If she had a boyfriend, I would be fine with that because we were already kind of on that platonic friendship ground beforehand. But like,
so you're basically saying when you meet new people, when you meet new females and they got men, you're probably not going to genuinely want to be a friend because you don't have that past history, right? You don't have that Mercina history.
That's
so
what
you
say.
probably cannot be friends then.
Here's your flaw.
That's not
Michelle.
true.
Michelle, here's your flaw. I'm sorry. Because I get my shit off before we go.
Damn,
here's your flaw. Here's your flaw. Because you didn't bring context to the scenario. So if you would have said, yeah, me and Vince prior to Dallas in Houston, we were cool. We was talking about each other's girlfriends, boyfriends. We hit it off pretty well. There was a friendship established there, and he was to go to Dallas and didn't tell you. Okay, now you have a point. But you didn't say anything about like y'all having a great time, just y'all two talking and being on a friendly level. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like you're just assuming he should have hit you up out of nowhere.
On the flip side of that too, like I was with some of the guys, you know what I'm saying? Guys go out of town, we on certain type of energy, you know what I mean? And like women with boyfriends don't always fit into that. Whatever that means.
I need to say something.
You know what I mean?
I know that was your first time meeting Michelle, but did you know of Michelle before? Because like she's on my stories. No? But you guys had mutual friends, no?
We found out we had.
I mean, like we found that out, but I had never met her in passing, never had even really seen her on social media that I can like recall before that event. Okay. Maybe like once or twice, but like if I don't know you, like I'm not one of them motherfuckers who be exploring. Just you know what I'm saying? I'll be creeping on.
Is this the thing? It's so sad that we live in a generation like this. It's sad that sliding into a woman's DM. Sometimes we hesitate on doing that because we don't want to be called thirsty. Because the simple thing like that. Some people are like, all right, I'm gonna hit her up friendly. Like for instance, I fucking put a fire emoji on a girl's post. Being friendly. I haven't talked to this girl in a long time. She gonna put thanks, fam. I said,
she had to sun you real quick.
I wasn't even trying to go smack. See, and I was like, that's why I don't even try to be friendly with girls sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because of dumb shit like that. Obviously, it don't mean that much. It's thanks, fam.
If you're friends with women,
women,
you understand, bro. Have you seen the DMs before, bro? People be going crazy in the DMs. You know what I'm saying? So like, I get it. Like women, it's just like the whole like catcalling thing, right? Like no woman wants to be catcalled as she's walking by. You know, there might be a 1%er that's like cool with it, but more times than not, like women are bothered by random energy 24/7, especially attractive ones. So like you gonna be number 500, like you just gonna be classified as a goofy, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't do that in that shit.
Well, like, one thing about you, Michelle, that I'll give you like and Mercina, as far as hopefully I can explain this shit right. Y'all don't. I can't see y'all doing what that girl done to me type shit. Like to a random person. That's what at that. Like y'all are very level-headed. Y'all aren't quick to call a man out of their name. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't have like this big ass ego. Like every guy that you talk to wants to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Even though y'all should kind of think that way because y'all are an attractive woman. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for being who you two are.
Thanks.
Yeah, two very genuine people for sure.
Yes.
Definitely.
And I'll call y'all my friends forever.
My friends yeah, exactly. See, y'all are the type of women I want to be friends with.
We are friends, Vince.
Yeah.
That's I know. I didn't say we were.
All right. Okay. So did we answer your question to our best ability or to what you expected us to do? All right, cool.
Yes. I hope everyone else can take something from that and run with it.
The answer is it depends.
Facts.
You're right, like shit.
Thank you for Michelle and Vince for pulling up to the Talk to Me podcast. So if you haven't followed us, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that. All right, it's a wrap in the trap. Thank you for watching. Talk to me.